Okay, we're gonna put in the rest of the rivets now. And you want the round part of the rivet on the front. And the round part sits on this part. I don't know what you call it, handle. Ooh. Put that in there. Set it on the anvil. You take your little piece here and drive it down. You're better off with about 5 taps than you are with 2 good hits. Because 2 good hits and it'll bust it. Okay. Okay. Now we get to go down in the basement and do the fun stuff. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim around this, around these eyelets here, kind of get my shape, and then I'll sand it. And I don't want to discourage anybody because I'm using these tools, because all this can be done with those tin snips and some sandpaper files and stuff. You know, all this can be done by hand fairly easily. Now, off to the sander. Come on. Starting to look like something now, ain't she? Well, there's a little spot. Okay, now you want to hit the edges with a little bit of 220. Just to make sure everything's smooth. Now, I'm fairly new at making Kydex Sheath, but I seem to have taken to it pretty good. I mean, I ain't saying they're good or nothing, I'm just saying that they work. Okay, there we go. Do a little bit of buffing, not a whole lot. Now we'll go upstairs and put a belt loop on it. Okay, we're going to do the belt loop on this thing. And let me show you why I make the sheaths the way that I do. Oh, excuse my fat roll, but you see this portion right here that tends to be hanging over my pants? You know, a lot of people, when they make a Kydex sheath, they'll take this part right here and they'll fold it down and make the belt clip right there, which that's great if I was, you know, 16 again. But if that thing was up here like that, you see what it's doing? It's pressing on my fat roll, okay? And that is a no-go. So what I do is I put a belt loop on it to where that it hangs down here. That way it doesn't injure my delicate fat roll. Or what they call a muffin top. If it's a lady, they call it a muffin top. Now, I'm not saying my wife's got a muffin top. I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, I'm just saying. So, we're going to put us a belt loop on this thing. Okay, what I did was I took a piece of this 2-inch webbing, 2-inch wide webbing, and I knocked a couple holes in it, and then I marked the holes on the sheath, and then I drilled them holes out. Now, this is kind of only the jacked up part of it. You want the big head of the rivet of the eyelet to be on the side of the webbing to keep it from pulling through. And you can't put it on this side because then it'd be all crazy. So we're going to put it on this side. Now these center tools that I got here came from Gear Nut, and so I'd like to shout out Gear Nut. You guys go check out his channel. And there's your belt loop. Okay. Of course, I got to erase all the marks off of it, but knife goes in. You got your nice belt loop to let it hang down below the muffin top, and I have to loosen that up. Do you see it? I about stabbed myself. I gotta loosen this up because Tammy's got kind of delicate hands and stuff, so I will loosen the tension on this. But there's the sheath, and this is the way that I make all these sheaths. You know, if something's working, don't mess with it. So there you go. Let's see. Y'all can't go without looking at my ugly face. There we go. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. And you guys have a good weekend. I'll talk to you later.